heated air raise vertically to form clouds.
My name is Simon. I am 21 years old. I am in grade 9 at Marambayama Basic School. I stay with him with two friends. He's a graduate Mbasera and Abraham Church.
Simon,
Yes,
what are you doing?
When I was in grade 3, my mother passed away. My father also, he died in the road accident.
When Simon's parents died, he didn't have any hope. He stopped school, and his sister had to marry, and the little ones that are following him are not in school. And a few people, I call them Good Samaritans, they helped him to find a nearest school near Children's Town. They discovered his potential academically. They got excited with him and they linked him to our community orphan committee.
The COCs, they support us. School fees, they are paying for us without any doubts or any problem. We are learning without any difficulties concerning payments to school. And then they are even helping us. Sometimes they bring you food, relish, and clothes.
Over the years, of course, and in all the other projects that we are running in Zambia, we have seen the effect that HIV and AIDS and also poverty in Zambia has on the families, and therefore we've seen the number of orphans growing. And we've seen, you can see it in the streets of Lusaka, of course, but we are also seeing it in the rural areas where you have child-headed families, where you have old grandmothers taking care of 10, 15 children. So we went into thinking, what can we do more than having the Children's Town? And that is how we came up with the program of supporting orphans committees in the communities, in the villages, with the aim of identifying all the children, looking at what their needs are, because the needs are very different. Some need shelter, some need clothes, some need food. And then also looking at how can these communities and the community support groups, I mean the orphan support groups, how can they, what do they need to be able to take care of the children? And also looking at how can they work with the schools and how can the teachers be involved, because the teachers nowadays are not just teachers. They are also in many cases having to bring up the children socially because an old grandmother is not able to do so.
80% of our people are living under poverty. 80%, that's not a joke, and they can hardly have 3 meals a day. And if they can hardly have 3 meals a day, what about taking the kids to school? And these kids have dreams. So we are saying that if we can support kids within the communities where the kids are and mobilize our people in that way, then we are solving a long-term problem.
If you look at the care in families, you can't take that away that that's the best. The best is if the kids can be with their families. But if you don't have a family, then the next best is that the community around can take care of you.
Now, because of our outreach program and the capacity building, the education, the advocacy we've done in the communities, the whole community actually have been moved to now to have a focus that the orphan problem does not only belong to those people with orphans, it's everybody's problem.
I myself am a parent. I'm a parent. I've got children. So I realize how hard life becomes for my children when I die, because I have seen from my friends who have died and their children have been left without any assistance. And that alone really puts me off when I think about it. So I've put it to myself that even when I'm walking in the street now, I find children like this. I regard them as my own children.
I think the other message which I can add is, you know, the work of working with orphans and vulnerable children is a concerted effort. It needs a lot of hands to be put together, a lot of ideas. So it's not like a one-man person. You need a community to play their part. Me as a programs coordinator and all these volunteers we have. it's a pool of all these people to be put together to enable us actually move. That's what makes this program to be a comprehensive program.
You have retired teachers in this area, you have nurses, you have priests, you have many people who for many years have lived with each other but not used each other to create development. And I think that is one of the things that we have hoped to show, and I think we are showing it.
To find that I am being sponsored by someone, I think it was like if my father who died is alive.
If a child survives the hard part, if a child is given an environment, a child can become someone. And that I've seen through the years. And that is the greatest lesson I've learned. And that's the message I have for everybody. Give a kid, whatever he is, the chance and an environment. You'll discover great heroes in them.